Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where we are going to be decorating the area a little bit more now, because why not? I figure it's a good thing to have a mixture of making levels and decorating the levels at the same time, or not the same time, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's our plan, so I hope if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. So, I don't really have a whole lot on my mind right now. There's apparently a giant fire happening in Colorado. I found this out when my fire alarm went off for some reason, because I think the battery is dying in Subnautica recording today. And then I was curious to see if there was fires nearby. There was no fires nearby, but, there's a lot of fires around the Colorado area. I mean, if you were to look at the fire map, you'd see a whole bunch. Now, of course, this is being recorded here, so if you were to look at it now, it's probably different, but right now, it's a massive one. Feels pretty terrible, all things considered. Not sure what exactly went down. It is hot as hell, so chances are could just be your typical, it's so goddamn hot, a fire just went off. And that's just what the world is right now today. It is tragic that that is what is happening. Still, though, I don't know why this went off. I am going to need to have to look into it. Like, everything is fine as it stands right now. And by the time anybody even sees that episode on Friday, it'd be too late if something went wrong. Ooh. But no, I think it's just the batteries are low. I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, no, there's fires right now. Nowhere near me. Unless it doesn't seem as hazy as it was before, so I don't know. I'm not entirely too sure. Whoops. Let's get some pine trees over in this direction. I have an idea with what I want to do here. Something about, pine trees in the tundras, kind of. So you're probably going to start seeing a little bit more of them down this route, since this is leading you to the area where they exist. I mean, we did have a bunch of these trees here, which makes sense since that's kind of where that's heading. Also, this area should still have some mountains here, I suppose. Just where precisely, I have no clue. Though I wonder if I could bring that up real quick. Hold on, I'm going to open this up. I don't know what this is open to. I think it's going to open to the albums, but it should be fine. And I'll just bring it down anyways. Yeah, it opened to the albums. I might as well bring this out regardless, just to at least have it ready for me to work on it for an hour today. Even though I really gotta start working on Terraria. Okay. Alright, so this is what I have so far of Nova Guardians. I got Tina taken care of quite quickly. Pretty much an hour every day except Fridays for obvious reasons. That's my recording days. We're going to try to color, shade, and texture in a character. Tina took just about an hour. As you can see here, we got a decent amount of that taken care of. So now we got to work on all of the other characters. And on top of that, I probably should at least hide that. I got to work on Criteria, which theoretically shouldn't be a vastly long one. Because right now, what's going on with Criteria is we are going into the last 2 regions to cover all the creatures from the book. Yeah, the book. I pretty much covered nearly all 70 creatures from the book, as you can see by the number 70. All except for 15. And that's what we're going to try to work on. And this region's an interesting one, too. One that, for some reason, a group of old friends in either high school or middle school, I don't know which one, wanted a very particular versions of them added into the creatures of the Book of Criteria. Essentially like demonic representations of themselves, which I don't know if I have my own in there, but I am definitely putting my own in there to be like the eliter, which makes sense because I'm the one who made the world, so me being the main boss of the entirety of, I guess you would probably refer to them as the Demon Lords, would obviously have power over it. I am going to have to quite obviously change up a few things to make it so that the designs look a lot better and cooler. Because I don't know for certain if the designs that we have currently look anywhere near as good as they possibly could look. Well, shoot. I guess that doesn't work. Well, either way, we have an interesting region to make. Interesting in the sense that it's not your typical Criteria region that you would see in Criteria. Will that work? Maybe. Maybe. Seems like it's working. Okay, good. I would be curious to see if anybody from there even remembers. Which, if they do remember, then cool. Glad to see nobody's forgotten me. Also, where is this at? Hold on. Wait. 43, then 53. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. There's not a lot there thanks to this row of levels, so that feels like it's way closer than it should be, but it's actually fine. I'm sure not many people really remember me, which is fine. I, for one, can remember a few people. Only really like a handful of them. I definitely remember my best friends from way back when. It is a shame, though, that we don't really talk that much. But I'm not really that social. And I'm not really one the first to go out of my way to initiate a conversation. I should be. I should at least attempt to. But I don't know what the hell to write. Hell, I'm surprised I'm able to get some good dialogue and writing in the series that I make. But I can't talk like I'm writing a series. That doesn't make any frickin' sense. Who the hell talks like they're from some kind of anime? Oh, there's probably a few people. Also, I already used this one. Oh. No, it's fine. Oh, yeah, that's right. I wanted to go to here so I could do this and figure something out there, but... I'm gonna go put some trees here. So anyways, yeah, this region of Criteria is going to be interesting. I'm hoping I can get it done with quickly enough. We're not posting it until this Sunday right here, ideally. And on top of that, I have a pretty big project in mind that I need to get done with. So having a whole week to work on it would be great. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be something that I don't think anyone has done yet for this particular character. And it's going to be a homage to another character who used to do these types of things. I'm trying not to say too much of it because I know for a damn fact by the time I even get this out, there's no way I'm going to be done with it. It's going to be a week-long process of me working on this. Like, the drawing itself, I could probably get done within one day. But whatever comes next after that, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Because if I say any more, it's going to be pretty obvious whatever the hell I'm making is. Want to surprise people? Well, I mean, I guess the character, you wouldn't know who I'm talking about. It's a recent character. A recent one, and it makes sense in the long run. It does make sense. You will see it, and when you see it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I get it now. Even though it's not exactly that, it is. I get it. It is the fact that I do indeed get it, and now, you know, stuff and whatnot. I don't know what else more to say without giving away the plan. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. I am looking forward to it, but I am nervous about making it. And making it not as good as it could and should be. That's the part that I'm always nervous about. Because with what I'm doing, it's going to be a bit of a challenge with the way I make stuff. Again, that's all I will say. It will indeed be a challenge. I am welcoming of the challenge. I will give it a shot. There's no reason for me not to try it. But just know I am a bit on the nervous side on how it might turn out. Though it'll be so freaking good if it does turn out good. Ain't no way in hell I'm doing more of that, though. Not with my time. If something like this requires way more time than I have to give, then that's not going to be something I can do as often as I'd like to think I could do. Also, I like how I'm trying to be secretive, even though I don't think anybody even watches these very much or very often. I mean, it's great for being able to kind of say what's on my mind and what plan I have, but also, you know, better to err on the cautious side and not let out my plan. Even though for me it should take a week to do if I am persistent on getting it done with. Theoretically, it should only take a week. And even if it doesn't, and it takes a little bit longer, I still have a few other plans to keep up with things. Like, for example, I can get done with this hardcore mature drawing I have in mind for, I think the plan is to have Batilla. You remember Batilla, right? From Rayman? Not OG, Origins, or whatever the hell. Legends? Origins? Whichever one has Batilla in it, that's the plan for that one. At least. And then, of course, at work, I can write up the next episode of Chrome Wars. What this means is that I should be able to have enough time to be able to get both of those two drawings done with, and hopefully by the time I get this project finished, I will be able to post that and then work on what needs to be worked on, which is obviously going to be a big project. No clue how it's going to go. There's obviously going to be some doubt, but if I wash that doubt away, I should be able to do what needs to be done, finish this project, and be happy with my progress. Hopefully. I have some plans in mind, but I obviously need to get done with Criteria first. I don't know how long it'll take for me to get Criteria done with. I'm essentially drawing, like, what? 8 characters? Plus, I guess technically 7 more in somewhat of a mural fashion. That one I can at least talk more about. I mean, for the most part, it is going to be a, you know, a large process to get done with. Can I get it done with within 4 to 5 hours? I don't know. Maybe. I shouldn't overestimate my abilities to get criteria taken care of. Criteria is no joke. There's no way in hell I'm going to be able to get that done with as quickly as 4 hours. If I didn't spend so long on the Castles of Perils drawing that I did and posted on Subscribestar with the description, I probably could have been where I needed to be. But nope, I'm over here getting all the recordings done with. If I didn't take 2 hours on Borderlands, I wouldn't have had to worry about recording Subnautica's 46th episode, where we discover the world is on fire. Yeah. So, it is a bit of a time waste. But what can you do? Work with the time you have and get the stuff you need to get done with. It's ideal if I can get it all done with quicker. Which I would say, but only 16 minutes have passed. But we still got some time left. Let's not rule it all out yet. There's still a lot that we need to place around here. Like, we could probably make another big rock, right? Smooth rock P3. Sure, why not? So, come on. Smooth rock P3. There we go. Where are you at? I gotta get you in a spot where I can start working on you. Put you in here. 11100. That's not the number I wanted to increase. Okay, cool, great. That's also not the number, or the position I wanted to put the number in. Or no, that's not the number I wanted increased. That worked regardless. Look at the rock. Smooth rock. Rock is smooth. Rock look good. Rock probably shouldn't have too many things out here. Rock should be here and here. Oh god, the lag again. Would you stop it, computer? I have a fan on now keeping this area cool because this stupid air conditioning doesn't work. Alright, let's see. I can put one here, I suppose. Wait a minute. You're supposed to be here. What are you doing? Alright, we can take you. Or not. You know, I think what I'm going to do after I'm done here? I'm going to have chicken corn bleu. That seems like a nice thing to have, I suppose. Plus, it'll be like a 35 minute cook time, so I can work on, who should I work on? No clue, but you know what I could do? I can at least get the I can at least get the swatches out for Nova Guardians. See how far I have to go in to get this stuff? I think I should do John next. This is John right here. That's my plan. Alright, we got a new rock. Rock good. Rock fight back. Kill rock. Rock gone. Rock come back. Zombie rock. Rock bite friend. Hug friend. Regret. What's the story here? Don't kill a rock. Because otherwise it'll turn into a zombie rock and then turn your friend into a zombie and then you regret all of your life decisions. I don't know, man. I'm exhausted. Tired. I don't know what I am. I'm not exhausted. It's Sunday. There was no work. Though I guess the heat kind of exhausted me, so I'm exhausted from the heat. Yes, the heat exhausted me. Of course, of course. How could I forget? The heat was exhausting. Of course the heat was exhausting. It's like 84 degrees. Ish. Either way, it's not good. I wish it was cooler in here. Oh, I wish it was as cool as a dish. Well, shoot. That works. These are nice little things to have, even if they do take up a lot more assets. Though, again, ideally, we learn to go into occlusion and remove most of those assets. We could also have some ice here, I suppose. But it would make more sense to have the ice be here than anything else, since this is leading us into the frozen mountains. Although for mountains are not really that tall. I mean, I guess the mountains are here. We're kind of just in between mountains, right? There's paths in between mountains and whatnot. I mean, you go through here, you do see the mountains, and you see them, like, rising up high. So it's not as if that the mountains are not there. They are there. They're just not as prominent. I think having a nice couple of trees here to block this would be nice. Obviously. Yeah, there's also the whole trying to, like, build this in a way where you can't really see the other levels too much, so you don't really think about them too much. So we can have, like, the trees be kind of in here and together. That way you can't really see the trees too well here. Oh, well, that's useful, I suppose. Not by that much, though, but enough to, at the very least... Okay, well... Yeah. Block this view off. Though, what should be here? Mountain spikes? Maybe. We can have some more long mountains here, but have them be more close to the ground, like so. Not here, though. Around here, maybe. And maybe, also we could probably hide that. Maybe put a nice curve here. And have a nice spike mountain here. Connect that to that, and connect this to that. And nothing should be in the way of you. Other than that, though, I'm going to need you to be a long mountain curve. People be moving around for some reason. Long mountain curve and then a short mountain curve, 90 degrees. Have this one be a bit more downwards, though. Shouldn't be anything in the way of that. And then we'll have a nice spike mountain here. Still baffles me that this is doing fine. Like, it's not really lagging too much. I mean, it lags if I look at it here for obvious reason, because there's a lot on screen. Again, I do wonder if we can set this up better. It allows us to get that all taken care of. Also, I don't know why I'm working on this side. This isn't even built yet. Though I guess we... whatever. I say that, yet I build all of this out. How much time has passed? 26? I could probably cut this down to a nice, simple 30 minutes, right? I got stuff to do, and getting them done with it seems like a good idea. Let's see what more we can do before we call it. I'm sure we can at the very least expand upon this by adding some more of the pine trees. I do kind of wish there was a way I could combine this. Combine all of this in the one piece. So it doesn't, you know, fill up that much of the space here. Oh, I'm sure there's a way. I don't know what the way is, but I'm sure there's a way. Put a nice rock here. And put some bushes here. I do feel like I need to get more presets still, because this just is not enough. For obvious reasons. Like, obviously it's not going to be enough. More nature prefab seems like a nice idea. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to get a nice mountain here. This one, sure. I'll put that here. I'll put the wide mountain here as well. Somewhere around here. Just about, I'd say. We'll put a nice curved mountain right around here. To fill up that entire slot there. Try to get it a bit more inwards if possible. Never mind. Though I know it probably doesn't matter that much. Probably doesn't, but I still would like at least visible, you know, Z-planing to not be an issue. Whatever, that's fine too. Oof. I'm starting to get a little hungry though, so yeah. Definitely would be a good time to probably cut this short. Not yet, obviously, but soon. Could I? No. No, I couldn't. I mean, that still works. Could put a nice pine tree here, I guess. And can probably have a nice line of mountains here, I suppose. Wait, where were you? Here, right. How's that? Terrible, sir. Simply terrible. Also simply terrible. You've got to be kidding me. Is that better? No, it's not. Now this is in the way. Okay, you asshole. How about here? No, you're just in the way. Stop being in the way. Better. Way better. Yeah, extraordinarily better. I'm going to rotate you this way. I should have made this one a bit more, you know... What's the word I'm looking for? Centered? Oh, for crying out fucking... Wait. Get the hell out of here. You're not needed. Remember, I can move, delete any part of the land that I need to delete if I don't need it. And I definitely didn't need that, that's for certain. Let's get some sharp mountains in the back here. Be a good way to have this kind of just dotted around, so, you know, you got your sharp mountains here. Let's rotate this 180 degrees. Again, you should also have been centered, but it's fine. That's not where I wanted you to go. How about a thinner sharp mountain? Unless this is in the new area. It is. Well, that's fine. I could just do that. 90. No, 180. I do have another idea for a mountain type, but I don't know if it should be here. A nice side spiked mountain. How about a nice curved mountain here? Make that 90, 170. That was a mess. Of course you are. But also, you're not really where you should be either, so... There we go. We'll put a nice wide mountain here. Wait. Nice wide mountain here. No. Bring it up. I don't know how much is going to matter being shown on the map. I don't think it's going to be on the map. I think the chances of this being on the map is quite slim. Wait, no. I think chances of you seeing this is going to be quite slim outside of the map. So chances are this probably will not be too, you know, egregious, I think. Okay. It's mostly mountains over here, but this makes sense given what it's supposed to be. I'm going to hide all of these. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to add some more mountain spikes to have jutting out of the land. Ugh, I'm getting a headache. I need more water. That's what I need. Okay. I'll get a different sharp mountain piece here to have jutting out of the land. Well, son of a bitch. Okay, and one more. How much time? Alright, we are past the 30-minute mark, but that's fine. I'll just go on ahead, fill in this little bit here with some more spikes. I'll make this one a 270. Then I'll have this one be a bit more in the ground, make this one a 90. And we're golden. Okay, good. I'd say that's a good place to call it there for now. We'll probably make another level next and keep going till we get to here. I'll make this one off camera. But for the time being, I will call it there. So thank you all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters, another short one, but I got plans that I want to get to work on, and having less things to worry about recording would be good. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that their playlist. And of course, previous episode of Game Crafters right over here, and the most recent episode of Subnautica right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching, I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.